to ask the Scottish Government what guidance it has issued related to the funding of ventilation in schools.
Cabinet Secretary Shirley-Ann Somerville.
A Scottish Government funding package of £10 million for the delivery of CO2 monitoring in schools was confirmed with COSLA leaders at the end of August. This was in addition to the £90 million of funding previously provided to local authorities for COVID logistics, which was made available for use for a range of purposes, including improved ventilation. In allocating funding to local authorities, we set out the additional £10 million should only be used for the intended purposes in line with Scottish Government guidance. Those comprised of the purchase and installation of CO2 monitors, funding of associated additional staff training or consultant resources requirements, and after these elements have been prioritised, funding may also be used to contribute to the cost of any remedial action required that have been identified by CO2 monitoring.
Faisal Chowdhury.
I thank the Cabinet Secretary for the answer. Can I ask the Cabinet Secretary, will the Government publish the criteria for each inspection which informed whether a classroom had adequate ventilation?
Cabinet Secretary.
Well, the guidance is quite clear on this issue, and it is a matter for local authorities to work with the professional staff that they have in this area to ensure that the monitoring has been undertaken correctly. That will obviously vary depending on the type of monitor that was chosen by that local authority, but we are supporting local authorities to ensure that they are using the monitors correctly, and local authorities are indeed supporting each other. The matters which will then happen following the monitoring is, of course, again for the local authority to undertake any remedial action that's required, but again that will depend on what the monitoring actually showed up. It very much is on a case-by-case basis, but certainly the material from the Scottish Government on the allocation of funding and on our guidance, I'm happy to make available to Faisal Chowdhury in writing if he has not already seen it.